Mob of the Dead, arguably the best map in Call of Duty Zombies. Basically, this map is something that is amazing to most Zombies players. I can't really find a Zombies player that doesn't enjoy Mob of the Dead. So that being said, why was Mob of the Dead not included in Zombies Chronicles? That's a question that we do not know, and a question that we can only speculate about. Basically, a long time ago, and by a long time ago I mean a couple months ago, at first the Gaming Revolution released his video saying DLC 5 leaked, 100% confirmed, and the maps we knew we were getting were Ascension, Moon, Mob of the Dead, and Origins. And as those all seemed like really reasonable things, we got all 3 of those maps except the 4th one, which was Mob of the Dead, along with obviously the 4 other maps. Or 5 other, maybe it is. But with that, it is just weird that we didn't see one of the most fan-favorited maps of all time in Zombies Chronicles. This basically wanting to retell the story. And so that led a lot of questions of why it wasn't there. But I think I have the answer for you guys, and I think I'm going to go over it for today's video. I want to go over this not in the fact of me saying this is 100% happening, but for the fact I'm saying I have my facts to back this up and why I think it's going to happen, and basically we're going to discuss what's it going to be like. So basically, Mob of the Dead, the reason they will not put in Zombies Chronicles and the reason it wasn't in there was because in the Call of Duty's next Treyarch game, which actually is next year already, it's already next year, less than a year from now we'll be seeing the Call of Duty Black Ops 4 or whatever the next Call of Duty Treyarch game is called reveal. So with this, back when they released Shadows of Evil's like first hint in Black Ops 3, we got the whole thing that there was going to be a pre-order bonus called the Giant, which was Der Riese remade. So that was pretty amazing that we saw something like that, and it was very successful. Everyone bought the season pass just for Der Riese, and obviously later on they made it so you could buy the Giant just for $5, and I'm sure the same thing will happen within the future games. But basically what's going to happen is after this fan favorite map was not put into Zombies Chronicles, they will release the next Treyarch game with whatever Zombies map they do. Whether they're going for a new feel to it, a new character, like new sets of characters, new story, they will have Mob of the Dead as a side pre-order bonus. So we get basically the new Zombies feel, which will be essentially like the Shadows of Evil, and then we'll get the old Zombies feel, which in Mob of the Dead or the Giant's case, that's kind of like they're doing the same thing. Shadows of Evil is definitely a different feel with the stuff you did, and the Giant really brought you back to the roots of Call of Duty Zombies, where you basically just pack punching guns and going, and that's kind of what they want to do with the Mob of the Dead remastered. They want to bring it back so you're able to just go back to like the roots of what you know in Black Ops 2, rather than what they're coming to bring in the next Treyarch game, which obviously we don't have a clue yet. But so now we are going to talk about Mob of the Dead. So Mob of the Dead, thinking off the bat of this, people are questioning if it will be expanded or anything like that, because Treyarch did say that they basically cut a ton of Alcatraz Island off for this, and I mean that's pretty obvious. Alcatraz is huge, and they couldn't obviously fit that all on a Zombies map. So people did speculate that it would be bigger, maybe more extensions and stuff like that. Dr. Richtofen's lab, which we heard about in the timeline. But I'll be truthful with you guys, I don't think it'll be expanded at all. I think it'll be the exact same size with the exact same layout. I don't think anything will really be changed. Obviously remastered a little bit. Maybe the look will be a little bit different, but the layout will be the same. I can almost guarantee you guys that. Going in, perks and stuff like that, I would also guess would be the same for the most part, as every perk has been in the past, like Black Ops 3. I'm sure they'll just bring it into the next Treyarch game, and maybe the newest perk that we'll see in the next Treyarch game, which I'm sure we'll see one. I can't imagine that they would ever bring our 9 perks from like Black Ops 3 into the next game without adding another one, so I'm guessing we'll see a new perk. So I'm guessing there might be like a small Easter egg, kind of like in the Giant, where you could get, say, Deadshot Daiquiri or Stand Up. There could be a small Easter egg where you could get this new perk, whatever it's going to be at the time. We obviously have no clue what this new perk is going to be, but it will be pretty awesome. So one thing that we can basically go off from the beginning, just seeing from all the remasters in Black Ops 3, is that we probably will just be seeing that next Treyarch games, whatever the game is. We're just going to call it Black Ops 4 for this. Whatever Black Ops 4's gun sets are, that's what we're going to be seeing in there. Obviously you're going to get your specialties like the Blundergat and stuff like that, maybe the Death Machine, but I don't see much more past that. I feel like we're going to have those couple classic guns, but then other than that, it'll be all the new styled guns and stuff like that. So You know, Treyarch, with their sort of Zombies Remastered maps, they like to change up the wall buys. So I could definitely imagine them switching up these wall buys and stuff like that for the newer ones. I'm sure the dog heads are going to look exactly like for, say, Der Eisendrache, probably a little bit better as it's going to be on the newer game. So that'll be something. And I'm honestly just sitting here imagining this and how amazing it's actually going to look. I hope that we do see the little PhD little Easter egg where it's outside of the map. I hope we do see that. I just hope for a lot of little things in this, and I feel like basically thinking about like purgatory mode or essentially the afterlife mode, I feel like that's going to feel exactly like the Beast in Shadows of Evil. I feel like it's going to feel that same sort of sense of jumping around, 'cause sort of the movement wise you feel when you're doing that. And I mean, obviously it's a new game and stuff like that, but I just feel like they're going to take stuff from their old game, and that'll definitely be one of them. And I feel like it'll definitely have that sort of feel to it. I mean, maybe they'll go really classic and make it the exact Mob of the Dead feel, but I just don't see it. I see that Shadows of Evil feel because I love the way the Beast works. I'd rather use the Beast than the purgatory mode any day. I just feel like it's more smooth. I mean, sometimes it did want to connect, but yeah. So one of the big things we need to discuss with this, will it be just the remastered crew, basically like the Weasel and all that, or will we be seeing the new crew there, or the third option, the Origins crew there? And you might be saying, why would the Origins crew ever be at Alcatraz? If you throw it back to Black Ops 3, after Zetsubo no Shima, they traveled to Mob of the Dead to get the blood vials before Garad Krovi. Could we be seeing that sort of time period? As we know, at Revelations being the end of this sort of set of the storyline, we don't know what's to come. If we're going to start with a new set of characters, or we're going to start with our original characters, we have no clue yet. My guess is a new set of characters, and I feel like there'll be small ties to the original Origins crew, or our 1.0 characters essentially, or the 2.0, it doesn't really matter, just our main crew. I feel like there's going to be some connections to that, but something I also do want to say, and this is something that I don't exactly know. Will this Mob of the Dead Remastered be a part of the storyline? Zombies Chronicles, I'm not 100% sure. No one really is at this point. But we think that they're just remade maps. We don't really know if they are like remasters and if they're going to affect the story at all. I mean, stuff's different, so you'd think it would affect the story, but we don't really know as you have the 1.0 characters there. So with this remaster, like the Giant was a big part of the story, will this Mob of the Dead Remastered be a part of the story? Yeah. I'm going to leave you guys there. That was just a few of the things of what I personally think will happen or what it'll be like, and some questions that I have about Mob of the Dead and how it's all going to work out. I feel like it'll be a very nice map, and it'll be very cool to have a pre-order bonus to get 2 amazing maps off the bat. Yeah, guys, that's right, guys. I think both these maps are going to be amazing. The new Mob of the Dead, along with the new map itself. So, guys, that's been it for the video today. I hope you guys did all enjoy. Make sure to like, a comment, and a subscribe for more Call of Duty Zombies videos and updates, news topics, live streams, and all that stuff. Have an awesome day, everyone. Peace out, everybody, and see ya.
I'm a new soul, I came to this strange world, hoping I could learn a bit about how to give and take. But since I keep so, I came to this